mentioned to me on the phone a few weeks ago about doing the outreach literature boost. These are my notes. He said to take 10 minutes. I can't take 10 minutes with 3 pages of notes. So we'll see how long this goes. I was talking to him in the back in the hallway, and I said, these are my notes. And I showed him my notes, and he said, that's about what I got. He'll get up here, and that WOY will kick in, and he'll be up here for a while. Gotta figure out how to make this serious again so we can move on here. Okay, time to be serious. A lot of the thought that I had whenever I was younger, I'm obviously still a young person, but as I was growing up, a lot of the thing that I worried about when it came to talking to other people or witnessing was that they felt like that I would be too young. But here in Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 7, and everybody can turn there with me. It says, but the Lord said unto me, say not, I am a child. For thou shalt go to all that I shall send thee, and whatsoever I command thee, thou shalt speak. Just because you're young doesn't mean that you should have a fear of doing what God has called you to do. Amen. J.Y. should say amen.
Last two more.
J.Y. should say amen.
Amen.
There you go. That was better. And I can say that being young, I preached my first message when I was 8 years old. That's not bragging on me. That's saying that God can use you. It doesn't matter how young or old that you are. God can still use you to witness. You know, even if it's just laying a track somewhere. Everyone goes out to eat. You younger kids, you go with your families out to eat. When your mom and dad lay a tip on the table, you can leave a track there. It's a big blessing. I've heard stories of where those tracks have really actually brought people to the church and been a big witness to a lot of people. Where their lives have been changed and touched because of what's been in those tracks. In Romans chapter 10 and verse 14, it says, how shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him in whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher? Young people, you're not too young to be a preacher for the Lord. Does that mean you're always going to be up here? No. Just before Brother Zimmerman died, I've heard Brother Anders testify of how that they were sitting there talking and Brother Zimmerman preached a message to him. Just in a conversation, your life can preach. The words that you say by encouraging someone, you can preach. Luke chapter 4. Verse 18 says, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He hath sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, and recovering of sight to the blind, and to set liberty them that are bruised. That's our job. Right there. There's many people in the world today that are hurting. They've had problems go on in their lives. Some of the things that we may not look at as such big issues can cause someone else some serious issues. Some things that have happened to me you may not see as a big thing, but to me some of them were big things. Some of the things that may have happened to you I don't view as big things, but it could have been something big for you. God can use anything to reach out to anybody. But let him use you. If we're going to outreach, if we're going to use the outreach literature, don't you think that we need to be willing to go to? We can hand somebody something, but they've got to see something in us. If someone were to just walk up and hand me a piece of paper, I wouldn't read it unless I felt like that it was something important to them. So, that wasn't 10 minutes. But.